The chef at Diane's place flies in indigenous products to ensure the authenticity in its Creole and Cajun cuisine. It's a quaint spot to get a taste of Louisiana. And with music some evenings, it's an experience. On El Camino Real in San Carlos, it's called CreoLa Bistro.
I'm Edwin Caba from CreoLa, and we serve New Orleans cuisine that's easy on the spice, but not on the flavor. When we opened CreoLa in 1996, we wanted to offer folks here in the peninsula authentic Creole cuisine. Also, we want to offer bistro-style food. So people can come in one day, get their jambalaya, and the other day get their filet mignon. We fly in indigenous ingredients from the Louisiana Gulf Coast and Bayou regions. This is what makes the food authentic. We also use those special ingredients in special ways to add our own little flair to the food. My parents are from the Dominican Republic. My dad was a dishwasher in New York City in the 21 Club. I have fond memories of visiting him at the restaurant. Also a lot of fond memories of cooking our type of cuisine, which is also called Creole in Dominican Republic. When you go to New Orleans, the atmosphere, the people, the food, the music, it's all fun. We try to bring New Orleans here to the Bay Area by offering live music every Thursday from jazz, New Orleans R&B, and blues. It's like we try to have a party here every night.
Okay, Diane, let's talk New Orleans. Let's talk Louisiana cuisine, Cajun.
Okay.
Why do you go to CreoLa?
Okay. Well, because it's the perfect little taste of New Orleans in the Bay Area. It's got that real New Orleans flavor, yet it's got some California sensibilities. Everything's so fresh, and it's got that fabulous presentation. And it's the kind of place where you can go have a totally romantic, like no one's there but you kind of dinner, or take friends and party like you are in New Orleans. You know, I mean, it's
drink
just,
hurricanes.
Yeah, drink hurricanes, do your thing, end up, you know, with dessert on your face. I mean, it's really a great place. And I mean, you start out, I mean, the appetizers, you'll be tempted to order all of them. Don't go back.
And you don't even live in San Carlos. I mean, you live in the city and make your trek to San Carlos to do that, right?
And once you go, you will too.
All right, let's get over here and dig into CreoLa.
The hush puppies definitely were so amazing that I think I wanted to invite Jesus for an order. Let me tell you, crispy, sweet, salty, all those things that you want with a remoulade that was sweet but spicy as well.
Okay.
I did find it a little bit interesting that there was a lot of Japanese fusion on the menu. And we called it, or our table came up with the word CreoLapanese. Okay. So
there's that California influence.
There it is, most definitely.
Yeah.
We did not order the pokey tacos, which I thought was interesting for Creole food, but I saw the table next door order them, and they looked amazing. Our soft shell crab was a little overcrusted, and the jumbo, I believe the etouffee that we had, I was a little bit disappointed that the chef minced the crawfish, such wonderful, sweet little pieces of meat, and they were kind of minced up. But other than that, we enjoyed our experience. The banquette with the pillows. I could have just lounged there with my hurricane all evening long.
That's what happens with hurricanes.
Most definitely.
And what about you, Alexis? I mean,
I actually had a very mixed experience. We had a reservation and we weren't sat for about half an hour, which was kind of a downer, but they were very nice, bringing us cocktails, you know, in the waiting area, which has a very comfy couch. As far as the food, my dish was delicious. I had the shrimp CreoLa, and it was shrimp over shrimp and crawfish stuffing. It was delicious, very rich though. You definitely need to be ready for it. Other people at the table weren't as happy necessarily with their meals. One was a redfish and one was a catfish, and they were good, but they didn't want a whole serving of it necessarily, they said. The jambalaya was delicious. Someone at the table had it also. Huge serving, huge portions. And overall, I mean, it was, again, I think it just, if you find the right things on the menu, you're going to have a great experience. But, you know, if you don't, you might not be as excited.
Well, let's go back to you, Diane, because that's interesting. It sounded like there are hit and misses here.
Sure.
What are the hits that people, if they're going to go down there, what do they have to try?
You have to try, well, the catfish Bella Chase I thought was incredible. The red beans and rice, you get it, you have with grilled chicken or andouille sausage is amazing.
Is it really spicy? Is it a little bit more?
Not really spicy, but just enough to, you know, that you know you're eating New Orleans, right? And the Caesar salad with hush puppies is amazing. The blackened filet mignon, the sauce on that, you will be sopping it with your bread. I mean, it's just one of those kinds of dishes, you know. Try different things because there's just so many things going on. They have specials. And Edwin's the kind of owner that comes out and serves some of his dishes. And if you have an anniversary or birthday, there's always a special greeting. I mean, the wait staff is seamless, I feel. You know, just
Let's
really
talk a little bit about
great.
service, because you said they made you wait, but made up for it.
Well, we did wait, and then when we sat down, we did order drinks, and then it was a while before we ordered appetizers, and then they didn't even actually take our entree orders until after we'd finished the appetizers. It was a very long, drawn-out evening. Luckily, I was with friends I hadn't seen in a while. We weren't in a huge hurry, so it was fine, but I could see other guests maybe being frustrated with an experience of that sort. But they were very kind, and
It's kind of laid back and
yeah.
You know, if you finish a crowded night. I mean, no one's really in a big rush to leave, so sometimes you end up waiting, but yeah, I'm always pretty happy though.
Now, here's a place to talk desserts, too.
Oh, my
Here's
goodness.
a place to talk desserts.
Yes, the beignets. We try to order other things only when we go with other people and they order other things do I actually get to taste them. But the bread pudding, and there's a peanut butter mousse pie that's just incredible, really good. But the beignets are just fantastic, lightly dusted.
That light, fluffy,
oh my goodness, yeah, lightly dusted. And they serve with fresh fruit, which is, you know, that California twist again, and a little kind of like mango raspberry drizzle on the plate. So you just, and coffee with chicory. Strong, smooth, but really complimentary.
Puts you back on your feet after 2 hurricanes.
That's right.
And a banquet. And Rolando?
You know, pecan pie with a layer of cheesecake that had my name all over it. I was a little disappointed in it. It did have a little bit too much corn syrup. The cheesecake had a little bit of refrigerated taste. Yeah. And I will say that our whole table full of bears, big burly guys, we all left our desserts. We left half of them. And that's a rare thing. But the ambiance and the friendliness made up for that.
Okay, Diane, CreoLa is your spot, so give us a quick wrap-up.
Romantic dinner, or party like you're in New Orleans, moan through the meal, sit back, like you said, on the pillows, and have them wake you up for dessert.
All right, Alexis?
I think it's worth a try. I definitely think you should speak with someone who's gone so you know what to order, so you're prepared. And, you know, be prepared that it might be a long, drawn-out meal, so go with people you want to catch up with and just make it a night.
Yes.
Okay, and Rolando, CreoLa?
CreoLa, comfy, hospitable, friendly, and cozy. Lacks a little bit of imagination and a little bit of innovation.
Okay. If you would like to try CreoLa Bistro, it's on El Camino Real at Oak in San Carlos. The telephone number is 650-654-0882. It's open for dinner every day with lunch on Wednesdays. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $30.